Greeting everyone. I'm your host today and myself is Namita. I welcome you all, each of you on our 33-day program, My Time Infinity. This program is a collaboration between the International Federation of Spiritual Scientists, IFSS, and the Pyramid Spiritual Society Movement, PSSM Global. Today, we are on our 26th day of this journey. For those who are joining us the first time, allow me to shed some light on the name of our program, My Time. M represents the World Meditation Day, whereas Y represents the International Yoga Day. This program is about making a space for ourselves to grow and find the tranquility in our life. Masters, today we have a very special guest speaker, Amulya ji. She is doing meditation practice since the tender age of 12-year-old. She is also a musician who has been conducting music meditation across the country and abroad, along with producing many spiritual songs. She is currently serving as a Vice President, Promotions for Pyramid Music Meditation Academy, and also a Chief Operating Officer for PMC Hindi channel by One Media Network. Amulya ma'am, thank you so much for joining us today. And without any further delay, I will pass it on the session to ma'am so she can guide us through the meditation. Thank you, ma'am. Over to you.
Thank you, Namita ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Introduction. So very kind. So namaskaram, namaste, everyone. It's finally so wonderful to take a session in English. In this lifetime, my name is Amulya, and spirituality was always a part of my life, but practically starting meditation was in the year 2009. And I was in about 10th standard at that time. And yeah, so as a youngster, I was always going through this challenge of religion versus spirituality. And because I was in a Christian school and I'm a Hindu, so I used to be very confused about religion. And I'm a singer, so I used to sing bhajans as a Carnatic musician. And in school, I used to sing Christmas carols because I was part of the school band. So we used to sing a lot of hymns and a lot of English songs, and a lot of it used to link with link with Christianity. And for me, it was a little confusing. That conflict used to keep happening, but I never used to know what is why. And we used to have, because we're a Brahman, so we used to have a lot of, what am I saying, like pujas, and not havans too deep, but yes, pujas for sure. And every morning my dad would get up and do puja. But I never used to understand what is the purpose behind it. I used to get a lot of bad dreams. I used to get a lot of unrest when I used to sleep. But again, there was no answer. My parents also were empathetic, but they didn't know the answer themselves. So I knew it, but I just waited and just let the time pass. This too shall pass. So yeah, let the time pass. And then slowly, I started attracting what you attract. And that's what essentially the topic of today is, which is karma. So yes, I have been a meditator in the past. So hence, I think about in 7th standard or so, we got to know about Sahaj Yoga. We did Sahaj Yoga for 2 years. But again, it was too guru-based and we couldn't resonate with it much because it was more like growing a guru than growing yourself. And we stepped out of it. It was too much bhakti, back to what we were doing anyway and confused about. And again, bhakti yoga, so we came out of it. Yes, it's dhyan. It has dhyan in it. Yes, it's part of Raj Yoga, but yes, there was a lot of guru dependency on it. So we left it. And then in a business meeting, my father got to know about Anapanasati through Mahesh Maluji, who's based out of Nagpur. And it was no turning back for him because he was going through a major neurological problem. He used to have blood clots in his brain. He used to take a lot of steroids, a very heavy dosage of steroids. And I usually say this because there's a very, very big chunk of my life. That's 2 years of my teenhood. I don't even remember my father because he was in going through so much pain, and he used to travel because he was working in a multinational company. So he used to always be in travel, always used to travel, and when he used to come back home, he used to be like one dead rock. And then again, he used to travel. So those steroids used to be like those addictive medication. But again, it was a very tough time for my father, or rather say his karma was something he was reaping, because that's what we're talking about today. Yeah, so definitely, when he started meditation, I also was going through my own journey. So yes, I also started meditation. My mother also inquisitively, she's like, okay, I want to see what's the difference. Is this going to change him? Because he's the one who was going through the challenge most. And the first experience of meditation was when my father came back home from a meditation center, which was in Indarpuri. And he actually came, like there was, usually because of so much medicines, his face was very dull. And the first time when he returned, his face lit up. Like there was energy in his face. And my mom could see it. And that's when she's like, what did you just do? And he's like, I meditated. Yes, I went to where we spoke about the Indarpuri Center. He went and came back. He had a business meeting. Miraculously, that business meeting gets cancelled or postponed. And just imagine that day where you choose. And he started meditation, and we all started, because I was anyway going through mine, but I was not very regular. I was just like, yes, it's something nice to have, calm your mind. But it never became a practice for me, like a daily practice. And everyone has their juncture in life. For me, it was when I was in 10th standard, and when I wanted through my boards score good marks, which is every student life goal or aim, with least effort, maximum marks. But I was a very average student. So in 2009, I was a very average student. I used to get not more than 60 marks. And I was very clear, this much I was very clear, that I wanted science in my 11th standard. So I live in Delhi. So in Delhi, if you need at least, if you want a science in 11th standard, I was very clear, arts or commerce, so I definitely don't want. So I was so clear about it, but I knew that if in Delhi I needed science, I had to get at least 86% plus. And I never saw that kind of marks. So I thought it was too far-fetched. But I heard a lot benefits, because my father was doing it. He started attending to a lot, doing a Sajjan Sangat. So he heard that, there are a lot of benefits of meditation, and, concentration, focus, goal setting, all of that is a part of the benefit of meditation. So I was like, chalo, let's try it. I know I also like meditation. I like that calmness. That turmoil within me of religion was spirituality started clearing out of, okay, there is a purpose to Christianity, there's a purpose to, Hinduism, but everything actually meets at one point. So that sort of understanding was developing. But again, the goal setting started when I heard about the benefit of meditation. I was like, okay, let me try it. So I did a 40-day challenge. And it was during the pre-board sort of time was getting over. And so basically we have 1 month between pre-boards, which is a pre-board and the board. There's a 1 month period. And that was my grilling month, where I practiced a lot of meditation. I read The Secret. I changed my thought patterns, what I believed about myself, that I thought I was a very positive person, but actually I was a very negative person when I started analyzing and started getting to know about myself. I was a very negative person, and I was creating a negative reality because of my thoughts. And I changed my thoughts. I made it miraculous. Patriji's concept of disastrous, negative, positive, and miraculous. We all have these kind of thoughts, but the objective is to have more of miraculous and positive thoughts, and disastrous and negative can obviously be reduced. It's not that you become some superhero ninja after meditation, but the proportion of thoughts of negative and disastrous reduce, and more of positive and miraculous. So that happened for me. I started seeing things. My intuition power developed a lot, and I started to, like I say this, when in a camera, things are in focus and out of focus. Like a lot of people are right now in focus and out of focus. Like they're in focus and back is out of focus. And that's the same thing that happened to me for the paper. The paper, I used to actually see the answers and the questions in my meditation. And because I was a new meditator, I didn't understand why am I seeing words? And I'm like, oh my God, this is my paper. And I didn't know, because it's just imagine, it's 1 or 2 days before your exam, and you don't even know what you're saying is true or not. And you're doing a group study with another meditator. And if I tell her, she'll think I'm mad. I don't know what to say. So I would just be like, you know what, if she's studying something else, I would just tell her, you know what, don't study that one. So we studied only that which I saw in my paper. And I'm sure when she was in her examination room and I'm in mine, because boards you are in different places, and I'm sure she must be laughing, because when she see the 6 markers, 4 markers, and 2 markers, it's essentially like, I'm really laughing. Like, okay, in my meditation, I didn't see the 1 markers, but I saw all the others. And that's how I cleared my boards. And it was crazy because I used to meditate. So my practice would be, before I study, I would meditate. And after I would study, I would revise through meditation again. And so I would keep that as a process, not let anything, no thoughts, random thoughts come in between. And visualize. I used to visualize, not during meditation, but after meditation, I saw 86% in front of me. And I didn't judge it again. No experience in meditation should be judged. Just see it as it is, and I just left it. And in my board, it was usually, when it's in Telugu, they say "ento style," which means how much will you get? That's the line my dad would always ask. How much will you get? Every time I used to come in from the door, it would be a dreaded question. He's a wonderful father. He's been a wonderful father. Like, been a friend. But that one question would just turn around for me. I'm like, oh God, I don't know what to answer. Exam kaise diya? That's something, it's a very tough question for me as a child. But when this is the first time after, like, entering the house, and he's right there, and he would ask this question. I was so fearless. And I said, yeah, it went really well. And I saw the difference of it and usually I never really cared about the result, but this time also I never cared about the result. But I got 86%. My parents were quite shocked, and not just the marks, but actually my personality changed. I've always been into music. I've always been into extracurricular activities, and I started multitasking a lot. The average youth around me would only do studying, go to tuition, and come back. And I would wake up in the morning, go to school, rather practice music also sometimes, go to school, come back home, go for competitions for my music, and for dance, I used to teach and learn dance in the evening time. So, and I used to play a lot of PlayStation. So I would play PlayStation. I would go for tuition if I was in 10th or 11th, and 10th, 11th or 12th. And the average time in a day was expanded. I was able to do so many things. And then I realized that's the benefit of meditation, multitasking ability. We're able to do so many things. First is obviously this kind of basic benefits, but the purpose of life. There were no youngsters around me into meditation, very less in north of India. And that's what I realized, that when you go to a good restaurant, the first thing that you do is talk about it. You say, you recommend it to other people. And that's the same thing for me. I meditated. I found the benefit. I didn't pay a rupee to change it. I changed my life, literally turned it around. And I must talk about it. So I used to go to schools, colleges, go publicly and start talking about meditation. And when I shared the benefit, and everyone's very shocked, and they would ask questions, and then I realized, wow, people are not happy in life. They're really unhappy. They are youngsters, particularly at that point. I was like, oh, their parents are so dominating. There's so much animosity. There's so much pain. There's so much aggression, so much addiction. And then expressing yourself. That's essentially what I have been doing, and I have been continuing to do for the past 13 years. And so many things have changed in my life. I've done my graduation, I did my master's, I worked in a job. Parallelly, my spiritual life was, I would teach in schools and colleges. Then I would take sessions like this when online never existed. Do a lot of events. There was Mahayog Dhyan Kum. We did 6 Mahayog Dhyan Kums, online, offline. We did 24-hour international yoga. So everything, there is nothing that you leave because of spirituality. Or because of material life. Many people say that they don't have time to spread meditation. in their material life. That's not true. Till 2021, I was working. And I had done my college life or my master's, and right now I am married. Obviously, I don't have a sign of it, but I'm married, but I'm still managing my normal life and my spiritual life similarly. It's because the clarity of how you want to live your life, when you live in fear of what your partner will think, what your family will think, your actions speak it. And that's why today's session is so important. Karma. But again, there's a lot of myths around karma. We will talk about it. I think we should, because you already heard the experience, I think we should sit for meditation and get back with a bang and be open through meditation with more energy. Yeah. So for a lot of new people who are doing it for the first time, please clasp your hands, cross your feet and close your eyes and just be with your natural breath. You can take out your spectacles. Absolutely relax your back. Just don't touch your head to the wall. That's the only one thing you should not do. And relax your body. Clasp your hands, cross your feet and close your eyes and just be with your natural breath. Just you and your breath. Experience the surroundings. What you focus your attention on, that's where the energy grows. Just be with your natural breath and focus on your breath. your present moment. This won't get carried away by your thoughts. Come back, experiencing, feeling your natural breath. deep silence. Last 10 minutes. Do not open your eyes. Go deeper and deeper. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly put both your hands on your eyes. Slowly come out of meditation. Welcome back, masters.
Thank you so much, Amulya ji. Wonderful meditation session. Felt so much beautiful energy and really change, helped to lift the mood and everything. Thank you so much. Friends, today we have a very interesting topic. It is what goes around, come around. It highlights a very simple yet powerful idea of our actions, whether good or bad, eventually come back to us. So this concept, similar to karma, suggests that being kind and fair to others will lead to positive outcomes, while negative actions will bring negative consequences. It is a reminder to treat others well. This principle is relevant in everyday life, encouraging us to be mindful on how we behave towards others. So I'm ready to dig in. Hope you too all. So without any further delay, I will pass it on to ma'am. Ma'am, pass it on to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. I have a small presentation, but it's not actually a presentation. It's a reminder of a few things that we should be aware of. We are very consciously, unconsciously a victim of our past and anticipating always of the future. But karma reminds us that everything you do has a consequence, has an effect, and it's never always negative. It's also the good that you do also. And it's important that we go within and double check every time of what our actions are. It's always important. So essentially it's just pointers, just so that this is what we know, right? When we just think of karma for the first time, we have heard of Patriji, so we know that it's a law of cause and effect. We've heard the song by Justin Timberlake called What Goes Around Comes Around. I think a lot of youngsters, if they're there, they will know of this, that yes, karma is a part of your day-to-day life. As you sow, so shall you reap. So these are things that you always anyway heard of karma. And karma is not a punishment. There's again a lot of myths that are surrounded around karma, that if I do this wrong will happen to me. The good we don't mind, it doesn't mind, but when the bad happens, we are very fearful that we should never do karma, wrong karma. So a lot of us are in the doer stage, where we feel that I am the one doing the karma, and our actions are my result. So we are always waiting for our actions. So we know of Bhagavad Gita, and the main thing of Bhagavad Gita is karmanyavadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. Yes, everything is karma. Right now we're sitting here because of karma. We see each other by our karma. Karma is the action that we do. You are defined by your karma. If I am born in a particular place, what kind of actions are speaking that I am doing, and what am I speaking, all of this is karma. But one very important thing that we need to remember is that every karma has a consequence, but it doesn't mean that there is only bad has a consequence, or bad has an effect. It also means that the good that we do, the karma ki phal ki chhaya bhi hamare saath, it always comes along with us. The karma and karma phal chhaya. But imagine this. Do you actually check your chhaya? Do you check your shadow when you're walking? No, we don't. We don't check our chhaya. We don't check the shadow. Similarly, we need to remember, this is just a reminder session. There's nothing about karma that I will tell you that is new, because karma is the same. It's how we see it that keeps changing. So currently my understanding of karma is, and the way that I'm living my life is from a doer stage where I believe I am the one doing the karma. I am the one doing good to the world. Where the I in my actions are loud. From that action, from that way of being, I have chosen to be from a doer to a beer stage, where I know that work is happening through me and I'm just a medium. So there, my actions are not coming from a place of I, they're coming from a place of being, that it is happening through me. Yes, at this point in time, I am doing the action, but I am not from a stage. It's the lens at which you see it, right? And two people are having an argument. From which stage a person essentially speaks? Like between two people, if they're having an argument, both have a point of view. But which point of view is the person choosing to see from is the actual choice. So are you choosing to see that I am the one doing the action? Or are you seeing it from a place of it is happening through me? So what we really need to do is, yes, not focus on the results. Everyone talks about it. Yoga karmasu kaushalam. What we are doing through meditation. What are we doing through meditation? I would like people to answer. And how is meditation helpful for reduction in karma or understanding karma better? Please answer in the comments. Anyone wants to raise hands, please come forward and answer. Because this is not a lecture and should not be a lecture. Because karma is a topic that we're all doing right now. We're right now in it. We are doing karma. So what do you think? How is meditation helpful to reduce karma? Please write in the chat, or you can raise your hands and answer this question. Because in Bhagavad Gita, we know of this statement, right? Yoga karmasu kaushalam. Okay. Kanchanji says action in awareness. Amazing. So because we are aware, we know that what we are doing is right or wrong. Okay. Rama says that it helps us being conscious of our thoughts and feelings, awareness, consciousness of feelings and thoughts. Vijay Lakshmi says it helps us to be in the present moment and being mindful. Again, okay. So how does karma help, or rather, how does meditation help in sharpening or making better decisions? Wonderful. Rama says respond, not react. Okay. Great. Virendra Prasad ji talks about a different aspect of it, that it helped him become a vegetarian. So he realized the karma of eating non-vegetarian food where you're harming another being. So harming another being is karma. It is the doer of not knowing the result. So it's always the intention behind every action, every time. Even through meditation, we must understand that what is the intention behind the action. So Patri sir gives an example saying, if I'm driving a car and suddenly a dog crosses the street and I hit it, it is unconscious. I'm not in awareness of this dog crossing. So my intention is not to hit the dog, but it happens. So do I get karma or not? No, you don't. Intention behind the karma. When intention is coming from a wrong space, that's where karma gets activated. So yes, non-vegetarian food is definitely karma. And a lot of us who have had non-vegetarian food, through meditation, yes, your karma does get resolved, but not only through that, you have to do also good actions. Again, not from a doer space, the space from which you're doing the action changes. It's the point of view. The point of view is from a space of being. Now you must ask, how is this practically possible? Okay, meditation provides more energy to do our karmas. Okay, nice perspective. Bala says, do karma at oneness level, same being in all, not harming others. Okay. All right. That's wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful expression. Aruna says, when we are in a stable mind through meditation, we do the right things. Wonderful. We're conscious about it. So one more aspect of karma that actually happens through meditation is the benefit of it is we're able to do sharper karmas, which means we're able to fine tune our karmas, which means if I am talking, I talk better. If I'm listening, I listen better. Through meditation, our karmas, the way we do things, changes, isn't it? My job as me sharing is that, yes, I need to speak in a proper way with mindfulness, with proper attention, focus. The way that I'm presenting in the most balanced, most understanding my audience. There's so many things as a speaker I must do. Similarly, as a listener, as a sadhaka, as doing shravanam, listening, you are able to and you must be in a thoughtless stage, not multitask between 10 activities. If you're decided to focus in the present moment, that means you're giving your 100%, 100% to this. That's what Patriji did. He always gave the person in front of him the most importance. That does not mean he's a VIP or a very important person. No. He gave importance to the person right in front. It could be anyone. And that is the refinement of karma. We're fine-tuning our karma. Whatever we're doing it in a better way. The way I used to speak 10 years ago versus now has completely changed. Is because I'm putting the effort in myself, in doing my karma in a more refined way. Yeah. And yes, the intention behind your karma. Every single time. If I'm giving a tippani, if I'm giving a suggestion to someone, is it coming from a space of arrogance? From I know better than you, which is also what a lot of parents do to children, that we believe we know better than our children. So we believe the age factor is more important. That is again lack of understanding. We should always look at things from a soul level. That is again what spiritual science is. Spiritual science teaches us that we are not this body, we are a soul. But we forget in our day-to-day life, we forget it, isn't it? We forget that we are actually a soul. We're living in a physical body. We are a soul. Now, when you are living from a soul state, when you are living from a being state, yes, I am not doing it. It is happening. And I'm always ready to fine-tune myself. That is fine-tuning. That is yoga karmasu kaushalam. Yeah. In Bhagavad Gita, Shri Krishna says, through yoga, which is through meditation, our karma is kaushal, is more refined, is more fruitful. We are able to do the same thing in a better way. Isn't it? Sir says refining karmas, sharpening karmas, and fine-tuning our karmas. The focus should not be on the fruit, which is what we usually do. Like in PMC Hindi, for example, I suppose I want 1 million subscribers. Now, will I focus on the output of I've gotten the 1 million subscribers? How do I feel about it? What am I supposed to do? Is the more of the action. What am I supposed to do? Is the primary focus. Because I can only control or I can only do my karma, what is my karma, and how to do my karma. And from what state I'm doing this karma. That's all I have as me, as Amulya in this state. But the result of it is not in my hand. There are so many factors that come behind it. We really think that we know the universe a lot because we believe that we can control it, isn't it? But no, but I've done so much thing. Why is the wrong thing happening to me only? But I never did anything wrong. Why are bad things happening to me only? Isn't it? Don't we ask these, don't we usually say this all the time that, I don't know, but I've done everything right only. But this is happening to me only. So this law of cause and effect comes from a place of not that, oh my God, I don't have control over anything, but it comes from because I only have control not of my past or my future. I only have not even control. I must say you have only now to do. Yeah. So every single moment, please, the intention of this session is not to give you a lecture on karma, is to make it very practical to understand everything that you do, it comes from a space of intention. What is that intention? You must check every time. You're talking to your child, you're talking to your maid, you're talking to your driver, you're talking to your cousin, your friend, your spouse, your father, your mother, every single thing. We're saying something, we're doing something, we're thinking something. What is the intention behind it? We must check. Because if the intention is not correct, it will lead to bad karma. It will lead to an effect. And that effect is something that you can't control. So always we must check our intention behind our actions. And that's all it is. That I just want to keep it as short, as simple as possible, and keep it very practical, and ask you to ask questions to keep it engaging. I thought, yes, I can have a lecture on this, but somehow I never felt it from inside. Even this topic came, I didn't want it to be like one lecture. I can talk about it for hours. Karma is such a beautiful topic, but I just summed it up into 4-5 points. Yeah. Yoga karmasu kaushalam, karmanyavadikaraste, which is essentially do your karma and leave it. Forget it. Forget that you did the karma. But what we try to do in day-to-day life is we try to remind others, I did that for you, but you're not doing that for me. But I've always been so nice to you, but why are you being not nice to me? There is a lot of dependency, lot of attachment, a lot of finger pointing, which is again karma. Because whatever happens, happens. And we need to really focus on how much and how we are speaking, where we are speaking from, and with what fine-tuning we're speaking. Yeah. So, right, today's session is just a reminder that we are a sum total of our past, yes, but we always have power in the present on what we choose to do every single moment. We are not victims. We are victors. We have the choice every time in our hand on how we choose to speak, how we choose to think. We think limited, we speak limited, and we do limited. When we think abundant, we speak abundant, and we live abundant. And that's what meditation does, to always stay in that state from time to time. Because we don't think miraculous, we don't speak miraculous. We're so underconfident here. We speak similarly, and we do similarly. Yeah. So today is just a reminder that don't focus on the results. Always focus on the intention behind your action. And we always need to be from a pure state of intention. My intention, my personal intention in life is that I want everyone to be happy. No matter how many, first I used to feel personally in PSSM, I used to feel, first, why is it not centralized? It should be a centralized organization. So we have only one PMC English, only one PMC Hindi. There should be one global, there should be no global and English. There should be just one channel, I used to personally feel that a few years ago. I used to feel that, it seems like a divide. I feel this particular way. Then I realized from which space I am thinking from. I'm thinking from a very limited point of view. The actual broad and expansive point of view is that every single thing, when everyone gets a chance to speak, everyone gets a chance to anchor, everyone gets a chance to be a newer version every single time. More opportunities get created when more Zoom sessions start. when more YouTube, one more TV channels, we can't have so many, only 3 TV channels, but it gives so many opportunities, isn't it? It's the perspective from which we see. Patriji's vision is so broad. I always used to ask sir, when the first time after PMC Hindi, the first channel came about, which is another, like a state-wise channel started, like PMC Gujarat started, I think PMC Maharashtra started or Mumbai started. And it started, I called Patri sir and I said, sir, but what is this? Why are we starting this? Then we're again dividing. Again, this is my perspective. And he just said, no, Baba, this is what's going to happen. Then I didn't understand, but it took me few months, and then I realized, okay, that's what he's trying to say. It's the space from which we are speaking. So when we are speaking from a space of a miraculous mind, we speak miraculous and we're living miraculous. And we look at everything in abundance all the time. And that's what my life purpose is, to see Dhyan Jagat in front of me. And I'm going to be a part of it. That's it. I'm going to do my part. Whatever it is, wherever I can be of use, opportunities will come in front of me and I will take it. So at this point, I live in north of India. So I'm in North projects, but I'm everywhere. That's what. There's no I in here, but from a space of, yes, I'm available. I'm an instrument and I'm utilized. And my job is to be the best instrument I can be. Where without your individual consciousness striking, without ahankara, without kama, without krodh, letting all the wish set aside and have a very sure, strong intention. Yeah, do good in the world. And do in the world, rather, or be in the world. Let's not say good or bad, you're just being. So thank you. This is the floor is open for questions. Please come forward. Anyone has any question related to maybe meditation, maybe spirituality, maybe this topic? Please feel free.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Wonderful session again. And I think my intake will be, yes, intention matters. Doesn't matter what you do, how you do, as long as your intention is good, you're on the right path.
It does matter though. What you do, how you do does matter. But the first thing that comes is intention.
Yeah.
What karma you do matters. How you do it also matters. That's why meditation helps in refining those karmas. But what you do and how you do also matters. Intention is first. It's primary. It's like the salt in the food. Yeah,
No, but I mean, like if your intention is good to do something, but it hurts someone because of their understanding and their their way of thinking, the way they take the way they take it to you, but your intention was pure to finish the work or something like that, then will it create a karma for us?
You must, the time, space, and situation matters always. So if you could say, maybe I'm into meditation, my family's not into meditation. And I say, no, but I need to do meditation right now. No, you have to do it right now only. So that's interference. That creates karma.
Okay.
So Patriji's whole family, essentially, most of his family is not into meditation. Very few people that you see in front are only into meditation. Why is that? Did he interfere being a Jagat Guru or a spiritual scientist? No, he didn't. He didn't interfere because that is karma again. That is karma 101, interference. And that's why not indulging in gossips is very, very important, because the more you indulge in gossips, it is again karma. Interference is karma.
Okay, makes sense now. Intention plus how you do it as well. Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, we will need to take this session to now more further ahead and take question answers, as you said. I have a question as well. I'll start with my question, and all the participants, please, if you can type the questions in the chat box, or be ready with your questions, and we'll take shortly. Ma'am, I have a question on soul plan. For example, we talk about all the karmas, do this and bad karma, someone doing bad with us. And again, we also talk about the soul plan, that we come to the earth with our soul plan, with our blueprint, and then we decide if to learn me this particular lesson, someone there is to support me, do the bad things to me so I can push myself and learn something better and become a better self of mine. So, if that person is doing as per our soul plan, how that person is creating a karma now? I hope I
Yes, it's
ask
an
the question
intense
properly.
question. Yes, soul plan enables us to our broader purpose in life, our broader unfinished karmas of the past is part of our soul plan. So when the soul plan is defined by us in before our birth, our karma is also taken into account. As in, if there is an unfinished karma, that is also part of our soul plan so that is finished. But always at that point, for example, I always have a choice. For example, if I've been a murderer in the past, or I'm giving a very lay
Yeah,
example. Yeah, I'm
sure.
giving very lay example. It's just, okay, if I did bad to my mother-in-law, for example, in my previous lifetime. And again, if there is an unfinished, and if I mean, let me be specific about doing bad. It's that I hurt her so badly in public that she was scarred for her life in her previous lifetime. Now, if that is something that she held on to, and I held on to because I felt guilty, and she held on to because she was in pain, we carry that feeling that is there in that lifetime of unfinished. It's like you're feeling hungry, but you didn't eat food at that point. So in the next morning, you wake up with a stomach pain. Because I didn't eat food to my level, which means I was not aware of how much food I needed to eat. I ate very less food. I was feeling too hungry. And in the morning, I woke up with a stomach pain, correct? That's also a part of this. This is a common sense that happens. Similarly, we carry that into this lifetime, that unfinished feeling. Now, I always have a choice. Do I need to dissolve it, do something about it? Or that's where meditation comes in. You don't always have to do something. You can always see it also. In meditation, it's a feeling. This is what happens. This is reading books, and it's brought into my understanding, my awareness, and the way I see it is, yes, the karma exists. You see that karma also. For example, I know why I attracted my husband. I know why I attracted my mother-in-law. I know why I attracted my family. That is what happens through meditation. Yoga karma sukaushala. You're able to first understand it and then fine-tune your way of doing things. I can choose to, if there's an unfinished business and you see it that, oh my God, she's being aggressive. And this aggression doesn't seem like I've done something. It's something that the moment she saw, like when my mother on her wedding day, when she saw her mother-in-law, she knew she hated her. She had an unfinished business with her mother-in-law. She knew it. She was not into meditation when she was married. She knows she has a grudge against her.
Okay.
But my mother always had a choice. Should she give it back to her, or should she change, or just be normal and not react in that situation? Because the other would be creating a new karma. Creating a new karma would have been, if she's giving her a hard time, should respond and be like, but how dare you say that? Because she's also come from Hyderabad, right? So she'll also give it back and be like, no, but I deserve this. I'm married to him. Why don't you leave your son? Leave your son alone. This is something she could have done. She could have created a new karma. Because that's what ends up happening, right? But she chose. It's a choice. Every time we always have a choice of how to react, how to respond. Do we react or respond, like someone wrote in the comments? She didn't even respond. She just heard her. And when she came into spirituality, came into meditation, automatically that relationship of hers, she started to understand why she's behaving a certain way. Why is she behaving like that? She's behaving very differently. In front of her son, when she talks to her, she behaves differently. When the son is not there in the situation, the mother-in-law and the daughter-in-law are talking differently, which means it's something different. And then she decided to have a conversation, being like, is there a problem? Do you have a problem with me? And she started to sit down. She's like, no, but I don't have a problem. Then she's like, why is it that you're giving me a hard time? And then she brought into her realization, not from again, where's the intention? Her intention is not to create harm to her. Yeah. So her intention is to solve the challenge. And she can't force it. If the mother-in-law is not ready, she can't force that understanding. But she gave time to it. And when she responded with it, that's when the karma was nullified. And her mother-in-law and she had a beautiful relation after that. Then she ended up treating her like her daughter. First, she was treating her like an outsider. Then she treated her like her daughter. See how you can respond. The soul plan is a general tent pole. There are points of how you need to solve the past karma. There are situations and opportunities created. But how you react to it is your karma, is your choice. The way I see karma is choice. There's always a choice on how to do or how not to do. It's always in your hands. When you act unconscious, that's again why meditation comes in between. Even in meditation, it doesn't mean you become some yogi or master. Every single moment, mindfully, how are the actions that we're taking? What are the actions we're taking? From which space are we taking it? Every single moment is so important to not create new karma.
Okay.
It doesn't mean saying something is only creating karma. It's feeling something is also that's karma.
The feeling also. Okay.
Yeah, it's very important. If it's unfinished, it's unsaid, it's going to come back. So that's why affirmations, that's why meditation from a deeper state, longer hours of meditation on which you're able to check yourself where this emotion is coming from and not speaking. So that's why some practical things we must do as a meditator is every week have 1 day of upvasa. Have 1 day of not talking. Upvasa of different kinds. Whichever thing you're addicted to, you realize your pattern, you let go of it for 1 day. You feel is very difficult. It's not possible.
Thank you, ma'am. Just based on this second question I have, some meditations, I hear some sessions where they say when you sit in a meditation and to release your old karma, you can, Ho'oponopono method as well. And then you also sit in a meditation, you just forgive everyone, you entangle too much with someone in your karma side. And you sit in a meditation and say that I'm asking for forgiveness and I release and I forgive everyone. And, all these things work. Can we reduce our karma sitting in a meditation and forgiving and ask forgiveness from others? Will it impact the karma?
I have a different viewpoint for this.
Okay.
I don't believe forgiveness will solve things. Okay. Again, forgiveness is like an affirmation that you do, so you change your intentions. That's how I see it. I don't believe in forgiveness because I've been in a Christian school, so they always use the word forgive and forget. Karma never forgets, karma never forgives.
Okay.
But the way we change it, we change the perspective. First thing is, when we meditate, we're able to change our thought process. First of all, we're going into a deeper level. I feel forgiveness is just a very surface level way of looking at karma. If I say I forgive you, I forgive you, I forgive you, like I hit a person, okay? I hit one person I slapped on the cheek, I felt really angry, I went and I slapped my child. Okay? Now, do you think by saying forgiveness, it's okay?
Ma'am, if you're coming from your heart space, and you're really sorry, maybe you cannot say sorry on the person's on the face, but maybe you're on your heart
Why
space.
can't you? Why can't you?
Sometimes not physically possible, especially the karma coming from the back, your past lives, and you don't know the person now, and you know is coming as a karma from the past lives maybe, but you can't physically go and say sorry to that person, but you understand you can feel the impact, and you know that in this past life doesn't seem like I've done something like this in here. But then you want to, and that's where the Ho'oponopono method, they say that, forgive everyone, ask sorry, and the people say it works. So I just want to, that's what I want to, always curious that why saying this, will it really resolve my karma?
Again, that's what I have a very different take on this, because I personally don't agree with forgiveness. See, everything that I do, I don't do it because I've been told to do it. So there's 7 concepts of 7 concept of Patriji. First thing is you experiment every single thing. So even the practice of meditation that I do, I have never accepted it directly. I've always tested it myself. I experimented first with my eyes open, one with my eyes closed. The 7 concept. First, always experiment. I've seen what you're talking about in terms of forgiveness. I have not changed by doing that one session. It's just a feeling. Just the feeling reduces.
Okay.
But once that situation comes back again, you're back in the same position. So that's why I feel that's my experiment. Again, you must try it for yourself. Whatever works for whoever. Because I'm meeting so many people who love Kriya Yoga. I'm meeting so many people who love Sudarshan Kriya. I'm meeting so many people who like Vipassana. So it doesn't mean that only Anapanasati works. Yeah. So similarly, it doesn't mean only Ho'oponopono works for everyone, you know. So it's what works for you. So I experimented and I felt it didn't change for me. So this the 70s concept is a little long, but yes, when you experiment with something, you receive an experience. You get an experience out of it. Correct? So when I experimented with Ho'oponopono method, I didn't feel anything different at that point. So that's my experience. So again, I tried. Again, I experienced something different. Yeah. So for me, I've seen that, yes, and I've expressed it. So the third E is expression. The fourth E is enlightenment. It's an understanding. So like you have done it, you've developed an understanding over it. So I experimented by doing different kinds of karmas. I've gotten an experience out of it. Then I express it. I'm expressing my understanding of karma with you. With that, I develop an enlightenment, an understanding about karma. So now, not only am I talking to you, I'm also listening to myself of how much I know about it. Yeah. Then I'm evolving. Every single moment I'm evolving from it. And through evolving, through this, I receive the 6th E, which is enjoyment. I get so much enjoyment when I share. And the 7th E is eternity. It runs till eternity. So coming back to your question, I have seen that the intention always matters. And all you can do is, you can't go back to the past. That is impossible. But all you can do is doing good at this point in time. I have been a murderer in my past life, and I've seen it in my meditation. I can't go back. But I only have, like I said, you have only a choice or an opportunity in this present moment. You can't change the past. You can't change the future. And you can't be forgiving of the past. Like how can you ask for forgiveness? You did that. That's it. Point blank. That's it. Now, at this point, what do? Meditation nullifies the feelings of your past, but it will arise. And at that point, you have a choice. What do you choose? What do you not choose? So if I see this person and I get really angry, so that's what I experienced that through my past life. Whenever I used to meet a new person, I used to feel that like the world is matlabi. I always felt like everyone just wants something from another person. There's no genuinity in the world. And I was just living my life like that. That's it. Nothing I thought about. No one gave me this gyan. It just existed. And that came from my past lifetime. And that happened through meditation. In my meditation, I saw one of my lifetime where I was a young monk. And I was like a dhoka happened. And this young monk who was another young monk who's my like my elder brother, he used to give so much affection and love. We used to really have a lot of fun, a lot of naughty behavior in the monastery. And one day he said, let's just escape from it. And then we went to a cliff and he threw me off the cliff. And in that lifetime, I came with that emotion, that through that emotion, I felt that, oh God, I did good to someone. Nothing happened to me. I was thrown off the cliff. And everyone's like this only. The world is like this only. And in that sthiti, I passed away. And that feeling carried on to this lifetime. When I meditated, again, I didn't go back. Nothing I can do about it. That guy killed me. I was in partial paralysis sthiti. And that's how I died. And this lifetime, all I could do is just be in awareness of my past. That's it. I saw myself as a murderer. Nothing I can do about the lives that I have killed in that lifetime. But at this point, I can be aware. That's it. I can just be aware.
Thank you, ma'am. I think make me understand now, because with this realization or asking forgiveness, you make yourself ready to face that karma with more ease, I guess. The karma is going to be still there, but you have a now more strength to face that karma, and that's how you feel better probably with how you're going to face it. Ma'am, can I have one more question from your chat? Rajiv ji is asking that what is the difference between karma and dharma?
Karma is cause and effect. Dharma is the choice again of what is the right thing for me to do in this situation, is your dharma. And that dharma only you can know. What is the right, what is my dharma in this present moment? So when you come into spirituality, your dharma becomes even more clearer. First, only sansara was my dharma. I was living a very normal youngster, living a chilled life. My parents used to support me. Whatever I used to do, I used to go do extracurricular activities. I used to come home, go to school, go to college, have fun, go for trips and come back. That was my sansaric dharma. Yes, that gave me a lot of enjoyment. But when I came into spirituality, I started to realize the bigger dharma that I have towards bringing or doing better in the world. So the dharma changed. Dharma is the choice that I do. Karma, I can't control. Karma is just doing. Again, the sthiti or the intention from which you're doing. That's it. That karma is over. That's it. There's no karma creation. You're out of the karmic cycle when you're in the beer state. You are not doing the action anyway. So there's nothing to prove. Where I feel I am doing this. Watch me. I am taking this class. No. I'm taking this class. That's it. If someone else, suppose they cancel me at this point and they put someone else. Okay. All right. Take the place. That's it. So there's no doer here. My intention is time to time always be in this beer state, not in the doer state. Now my dharma at that point is when I'm in the action, when I am taking this action, first of all, what is the larger picture that I am responsible for? The larger picture I'm responsible for is doing good in the world. If I am only in my sansaric life, then I'm not doing my dharma completely. The purpose of life is related to the dharma that you choose. What is the dharma? Dharma is not the religion. Dharma is the choices that you make. Which kind of audience are you capturing? Dharma is not only making food at home, serving it on the table, washing the clothes, or my dharma is not only going to the office, coming back, ordering for water, eating the food on the table, leaving the food on the table and leaving, eating the food and leaving, and then just doing my part, giving money into the house. No, that's not the only. The dharma becomes larger. You're catering to a larger dharma. There are dharmas are very, very, very subtle. My dharma at this point, if I would attend a meditation class and I'm entered a meditation center, my dharma is to make sure that I help serve, give water to other people. The dharmas are very, very subtle. If I'm entering a meditation center and the bed sheet is undone, my dharma is to put the bed sheet properly. If I know technology, I can help. My dharma is to do back-end work and help in volunteering work for IFSS. My dharma for my family is to not interfere in my child's life. My dharma is to tell and leave and let one experience their life as and wish, as and well. So the dharmas are very, very, very subtle. When you enter meditation, when you start meditation, when you continue meditation, your dharma becomes not only for yourself, self-dharma, which is brushing your teeth, or doing meditation, or reading a book for yourself. The dharma becomes expansive. Not just your self-dharma, not just your family dharma, not just your country dharma, not only your the world's dharma. Every single way you're able to take a more expansive approach that I am doing my part 100%. So Shivani, Shivani Goyal's question is how to motivate today's teenagers to do meditation. So actually, for youngsters, we started a youth program, which is called Jagrit Yuva. So when other youngsters meet other youngsters, they connect deeper and are able to start meditation, at least experiment ke taur pe. Just start the first E, right? Experiment. At least they experiment, they will get an experience out of it. So how to tell them? You have to be the change first, Shivani ji. First is you need to make meditation so much of a part of your life. The subtle changes your children will see in you. And that's when they will start meditation. For example, my sister, she thought we were into some sort of a cult when we entered meditation. She thought that some Babaji is there, this Patriji is some Babaji, and she liked the fact that he really promotes reading books. That's why she used to bond with Patriji. Patriji used to be there in the house also. He used to come, so many meditators used to come, but my sister never meditated. Until again, her experience when she was going through, and meditation became a savior for her. And then it was, now you see Alekhya, she's all over. But that, then my parents also thought that, but they're not meditating only. Sir, Patri said, please tell her to meditate. And sir said, no interference. When she will come, she will come. That's it. There's no interference here. And that's how your children will come into meditation. All you need to do is give them the link. Just be an observer. Because they know if you're interfering, they'll not take it seriously. Just show them experiences of other youngsters and just leave it. You can't force it on them. They will do it because they'll see the difference in your life. Yeah. Thank you, Shivani.
Thank you, Shivani. Thank you, ma'am. So, ma'am, are you okay to take for a few more questions, or
you can take one question?
One question. Okay. I think in chat someone asked, helping others without they asking for it usually falls flat. I'm not sure if it's a complete question or.
I think the next question
Brahmaji,
is,
would you like to ask your question?
Why do people with hard nature get promoted? Okay, what are we focusing on, Virendraji? Now, where is this coming from? Do we feel that we have less opportunities? We feel that they are more privileged, and why are they getting? Why is their nature getting promoted? I think the focus should be more on what we can do, what we are doing. The focus can't be other people. You can't change other people. You can't change your own, forget other people. You can't change your own kids or your spouse. You can't change them. So why is it promoted? Again, karma. No idea. It's so vague. When people say they know karma, I'm so shocked, because I'm like, okay, what is your understanding? You can't know karma. You can only try to understand it. That's it. And they have a perspective towards it. That's it. You know the universal principles. Yes. First is knowing the universal principles. That's the pointers that I shared with you, that's it. Karma is over. There's nothing else to discuss in karma. The class is, there's nothing more than 10-15 minutes you have to talk about karma. Even if you listen to Patriji, these are the sum total of what he's spoken. Rama says, what is IFSS? It's Indian Federation of Spiritual Scientists. The objective of IFSS is that we have done GCSS, which is Global Congress of Spiritual Scientists, when we used to do that in Pyramid Valley International, where globally all spiritual scientists we used to invite to Pyramid Valley International, Bangalore. And it used to be a four-day festival where it was a lot of fun. And we used to meet, we've met Bruce Lipton, we've met Kaya Kristen Mueller, we've met Jas Muheen, all these spiritual scientists. The objective of Indian Federation of Spiritual Scientists, bringing all of India's scientists, spiritual scientists, on one platform. So in PSSM, we always promote a very scientific or spiritual scientific bent of thinking. So Indian Federation of Spiritual Scientists, yes. And that's what it is. We bring people who are aligned with, as aligned with spiritual science are constantly reading, are constantly evolving, constantly sharing like this. And they are invited to come and speak. So that's what the platform is about. And we've conducted, IFSS was physical before. We have done it in Chandigarh, Delhi, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, all of India for that matter. I think in Kolkata also we've done it. Basically different parts of India. In Delhi also we've done it. So all over the country we have done IFSS. But then when COVID arrived and PMC arrived, I think IFSS took a backseat. And now after a jolt of energy, we're back again. IFSS essentially is a conversation. So, and conversation of spiritual scientists on different topics. So attending these sessions is basically you're a part of IFSS. And PMC, it depends on which language you watch. If you prefer English, you prefer Hindi, you prefer Telugu, Kannada or Tamil, Gujarati, Bangla, Odia, all of these languages, we have PMCs in different languages. And so PMC Telugu and PMC Telugu and PMC Hindi are satellite channels, are TV channels where we have multiple shows that we have to promote meditation, not only spiritual science, but different, different perspectives on spiritual science. So we have a 24/7 channel, TV channel. We're present on Tata Play. I'll actually share it with you. Just give me a moment. Yes, like Hindi, for example, you can see it on Tata Play, Jio, Hathway, Den Network, and Fastway. So these are the networks. So we're currently distributing to 5 crore homes all over India, and we have more than 60 shows that we have on the channel, which has Patriji, which has numerous spiritual scientists, gurus, books, and covering concepts like death, soul science, karma, and channeled material, 3D, 5D, all of that you want to listen to, everything that you have. So like this is essentially PSSM concepts that are present in Hindi. Like that, we have that in Telugu, PMC Telugu, PMC Kannada, PMC Tamil. These are all, Telugu and Hindi are satellite channels. The other two are cable network channels, Kannada and Tamil. And English, we have a YouTube channel. So on English is not there on Airtel, sir. This is only a YouTube channel. PMC English is a YouTube channel. And on YouTube, like live programs like this go. And a lot of, I think, Patriji wisdom is shared. Every day, I think a video is shared of Patriji wisdom. I'm not aware of any active programs going on at the moment in English, but this is what's going on. So these are live workshops, you can say. But TV programs and proper 30-minute concepts, you can hear it on PMC Hindi and PMC Telugu, Kannada, Tamil, for sure. The rest is all workshops on all other PMCs. Wonderful.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you for answering all our questions and clearing our doubts. It's been nice to hear from you on this very, tricky topic. For the next part of the session, I will pass it on to Sunilji for a research bite. Sunilji.
Thank you, Namitaji.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Amulya, for sharing your wisdom on one of the crucial topic. It was so beautiful to hear about karma. I'm sure participants have benefited. And thank you for elaborating on IFSS. So just to give us an update on it, so the recent revival, we christened it into International Federation of Spiritual Scientists. It is re-registered. Rajan sir is a chairman, and we have a small group of trustees taking this forward. So what Amulya said is all about IFSS. She has actually walked through the IFSS diocese in the past.
I'm a member of IFSS. I also
Yes.
we've
Yes,
organized
yes.
a lot of IFSS.
Yes, yes, indeed. We all are. That's fantastic. So as a crux, it's mainly to bring the scientific temperament to the spiritual subject. That's the one of the main objective of IFSS. So keeping that spiritual temperament. So in this research bite, we share research study in the field of spirituality and meditation. So today I'm picking up a very important research findings on a topic that has affected many families and communities. It's about adolescent suicide and suicidal behavior. So the research topic is skills to enhance positivity in adolescents at the risk of suicide, a protocol for a randomized controlled trial. So the study was carried out collectively by few researchers from different universities and hospitals in the US. So the background is like over the past 20 years, the researchers witnessed steady increase in these tragic events, which actually brought their attention for a very urgent need for effective interventions. So traditionally, the treatments have focused on crisis management, psychiatric disorders, and negative emotions. The new approach they devised called skills to enhance positivity, they abbreviated it as STEP. And this is offering some different perspective. So STEP is more like an acceptance-based program designed to increase awareness of positive emotions, experiences in adolescents. So the idea is that enhancing positive feelings can independently reduce suicidal thoughts and behaviors. So the primary goal of the research was to test this STEP's effectiveness compared to the standard treatment, which is called as enhanced treatment as usual, ETAU as an abbreviation. So this study involved adolescents age group between 12 to 18 years and whoever were admitted to psychiatric care due to suicide attack or suicide risk. Participants were randomly assigned to either STEP program or the ETAU program. So the STEP program included 4 in-person sessions focused on understanding positive and negative emotions, practicing mindfulness meditation, expressing gratitude, savoring positive experiences, and so on. And after they were discharged, the participants received daily text messages for the first 1 month and every other day for the following 2 months to remind them, monitor their mood, practice the skills that they have learned, and so on. Whereas the ETAU group, they received text reminders to follow their safety plans to ensure, to engage that they are in the right healthy habits with the same frequency of contact as STEP program, but the approach was different. So this study began in July 2022 and it was published just last year in October. So there is still, the finding is still going on for a long term, but although the full results of the trial is not yet available, the early pilot studies revealed a lot of positive, promising outcomes. The participants in the STEP program experienced fewer suicidal events and a greater reduction in suicidal thoughts compared to those in the ETAU group. Now, these findings suggested that focusing on positive emotions can be a very powerful tool, in reducing the suicidal behaviors among these adolescents. STEP represents significant shift from traditional treatments that mainly addresses the negative emotions. So by fostering these positive emotions, STEP helps to expand the cognitive and social resources and providing protective buffer against the suicidal thoughts. So this approach aligns with a theory called broaden and build theory, which proposes that positive emotions enhance our ability to cope with challenges. So in the long run, if proven effective, STEP could become a scalable and a cost-effective intervention that can be quickly implemented in the clinical settings. And this offers a much needed strategy to prevent suicide among adolescents. So the ongoing study will provide more insights and more practical application of this positive focused approach and its potential to transform the adolescents' mental health care. So to conclude, this research highlights the potential of integrating positive psychology into treatment protocols of suicidal thoughts in adolescents. And by focusing on these enhancing positive emotions, we can actually offer new ray of hope and pathways to reduce incidence of suicidal behaviors in this vulnerable population. So fundamentally, friends, meditation practice plays a very, very important role. And that is for us, I know we have been meditating regularly. The tangible benefits you don't see very quickly. It's in the long run, it actually helps in many, many walks of life. Though this is just one piece of research that was provided, and we are sharing different angles of research from day to day. So keep practicing meditation. That's the most important aspect. So with that, we conclude the research bite. And once again, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Amulya to taking out time from her busy schedule and sharing his wisdom and conducting a very, very beautiful meditation. It was so beautiful. It was so wonderful. Thank you so very much, Amulya ji. It was heartfelt gratitude. And thank you all participants. Before I sign off, I just want to announce, we do want to now hear your experiences. Now we are in the last 1 week of our 33-day long program. So please do open up and share your experiences in your journey. Maybe we can do that tomorrow as well. So I know it's already 7:45. So in case if there is any raise of hand, we can quickly, okay, there's Mannam Surendra. I would like to unmute you. Please go ahead, Surendra ji.
Happy morning to all of you. Thanks for giving this opportunity. So previously I used to practice NLP and I used to join subconscious memory and so many classes, okay? But I never be consistent basically because my shift timings like night time is till 2. Again, it's very difficult to morning to wake up and practice it. So I used to skip it. I used to practice it like irregularly. But after joining this session, from last 22 days, I'm continuously joining actually. So this is the way like I can see progress, consistency in my life. Along with that, initial days, like I used to, like as you mentioned previously, I used to sit like 5 minutes. It's very difficult. After that, I used to come out of the meditation. Now it is increased like 5 minutes to almost like 15 to 20 minutes. Maybe I will still continue the same way so that I can spend more time on meditation and I can see growth myself in future. Maybe I will start helping the other people around of me. Thank you once again for giving this opportunity for all.
Thank you, Surendra ji. These words really encourages us, and that's so beautiful of you mentioning that you want to help conducting meditation and helping spread this meditation. Most welcome. We always have a volunteer group where we can volunteer and do that. PSSM, PMC English, Hindi, everyone is open to this. Rama Mailapurji is raised her hand. Yes, okay, yeah. Please go ahead.
Namaste, pranam to everyone here. And thank you very much. Today's session. In fact, I was in the 40-day meditation of Buddha CEO, and now I've come here. My past experiences have been to many meditation programs, Vipassana, Samyama, but the understanding of the way the scientific explanation here has benefited me so much. Now I'm able to see the experiences of meditation in my day-to-day life. When I'm meditating, many of them say it's emptiness. Many of them give so many different descriptions. For me, from the beginning, it's only been thoughts that keep coming and coming and coming. And even if I don't want them, they keep coming. So I focus on my breath. But what I can only say is after joining Buddha CEO, I mean, since this, the good karma of that I'm here, the experiences of life has changed. So that I know it's really working for me. But these thoughts are not going away. I mean, these thoughts keep coming. So so is my meditation okay that they keep coming? Because The focus on the breath is like for a short time, and then it's the thoughts. Then again, I have to bring it back. And I meditate for more than an hour every day. Any inputs on that?
So grateful to hear about your regular practice and you're attending the event, the session on a day-to-day basis. Fundamentally, when we sit for meditation, these thoughts are bound to come. Let the thoughts come. We don't need to measure how many thoughts are coming and our thoughts are overflowing. That is quite natural. So what I would suggest is just keep continuing to practice meditation. Do not fight with the thought, let it come and go. For some time, just park those thoughts aside, just like parking your car. You don't need car every time, right? Or your vehicle every time. You park it and you take it only when you really need it. So while sitting for meditation, when these thoughts are coming, just try to keep it aside for some time. You can say to yourself, okay, I'll pick this thought later after meditation. For now, let me come back to my breath. That practice will eventually, over a period of time, help you to come back to your breath. So it's absolutely fine. Most of us, even today, after so many years of meditation, today, if I sit for meditation, I do definitely get thoughts. Sometimes it's like a floodgate of thoughts all pouring in. Let it come and pass by. That's absolutely fine. You don't need to fight against it. Be with the breath. Come back with your breath. Come back to your breath.
Thank you, sir. That really helps.
Thank you.
And how to be a part of this IFSS, where do we get information on how to be a part of this group? I find this the 33 day, I joined this much later because I got the link later. How do I be a part of this link?
Well, we have a YouTube channel. We have a YouTube playlist which will give you the gist of all the days, day 1 to till date. All the recordings are there in the YouTube. You can access that. There is a WhatsApp group we have created to discuss specifically on my time this event. And eventually we'll also share IFSS online WhatsApp group that is meant for, so the group that the chat, the WhatsApp group that Sirisha has posted is for the program specific. There's another WhatsApp group which we'll share in this WhatsApp that is all about IFSS online, where you get all the updates of future programs about IFSS online. So just be part of this group and we'll keep updating all the events and programs in that WhatsApp group.
So what I understand is it's available in the YouTube, correct?
These recordings of this My Time program are available in the YouTube. Yes.
So I have to type my time.
You can join the WhatsApp group, and the YouTube recording, the YouTube link is mentioned in the description of the group. Right, yeah, somebody has posted the recording also, the YouTube recording. You can join that. Yeah, that's the YouTube link for the playlist. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Why I'm asking is, I'm a teacher. I teach German. So I want to introduce meditation to the students before I teach.
Wow. Okay.
And I have been reading a lot, but now it's managing all my. Oops, sorry.
That's okay.
Managing everything is a bit of a challenge for me. But listening to you all brings back everything that I have read. So I'm very hungry to be in this group so that, slowly I also start moving and, watching youngsters like you talk is like amazing. It's awesome to see youngsters come here and speak so much with, all the efforts that you put in reading and sharing your knowledge. It really keeps, all of us on track. Being on track is so important. The continuous reinforcement to be in this energetic group. This is what I was actually asking for God for a long time, but it's happened, and I would always say thanks to COVID, thanks to COVID. I would thank the virus because I learned that if I resist it, then what I resist persists. In this, I had clarity. So COVID gave me so many opportunities to work, to link with people like this. Otherwise, it's impossible to physically go and, do this on a regular basis. So it's because of COVID, we're all open to the online sessions to listen. You know, even if you're working, you have the speaker next to you, you can continue doing your work and listen intently. So yeah, that's what I do. Thank you so much, and I bless you all. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for those kind words. They really mean great for us, you know, a lot for us. You mentioned about you want to teach to the children meditation, so we can definitely help you with that. We can connect offline and we can help you
Okay.
in whatever possible way. Yes.
How do I ask for help? I mean, I have the Buddha CEO presentations with me. I want to slowly, like not make them like, hey, I'm teaching. It's not that. Slowly, they get
Yes.
used to me.
Yes.
And so I thought these links, the YouTube links, like how Amulya spoke today, the initial, as a student, and that's what the students connect to. Someone young
Yes.
talking about.
Yes. You can please stay in touch with the WhatsApp group. We can also touch base on one-on-one and see how we can help to be helping you to take classes and things like that. So we can find whatever best way that we can do.
All right. Thank you so much for
Most
your
welcome.
time. and your
Most
patience.
welcome, ma'am. Thank you so much. Well, thank you all so much. It was really, I wasn't expecting the experience sharing today. I thought, okay, maybe it will start slowly tomorrow. There may be some inertia to start sharing, but it was so lovely to see a couple of people coming up and sharing their experiences and thoughts and journeys. They really motivate and encourage everyone. So I think with this, we will sign off for today, and we'll see you again tomorrow morning, same time, 5:45 a.m. This program is co-organized by IFSS and PSSM Global. See you all in my time the next day tomorrow. Bye-bye. Hi, Vikal. Good morning. Just doing a sound check. Okay, I got it.
You're audible.
Yes, thank you. Can you make Vikal also co-host?
Balaji is also.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, got it. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, loud and clear.
Good morning, Sunil.
Good morning.
So, appearance wise looks okay, Sunil.
Yes, camera
Or
is
I need
fine.
to come close to the camera or something like that?
No, no, it looks good.
Looks okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Chalo sir, wish us all the best for today's
Yeah.
session.
Thank you. So I'll switch off my cam. We'll join it. 5:45.
So still we have 7 minutes to go.
Yeah, yeah.